welcome to another week of Soulfully Guided. I'm your host, Carmel-Anne. A huge shout out, as always, for our wonderful network, A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. Once again, I'm becoming more relaxed as the weeks progress. And I had a last minute decision on what I'd do on the show. I had a moment of inspiration 3 minutes leading up to before this show started. So I'd like to start off though, as always, huge supporter of the fellow host and, everything we grow through personally and professionally as a result of being part of the network family. And I want to mention someone who I've never interacted with or spoken with, but is a new show host. So please be sure to watch her show. She sounds amazing and really heartfelt. I believe I just have this wonderful feeling about her. There's a lot of wisdom and love and honesty, real compassion, and the empath in me is really feeling the empath in her. So her name is Kimberly. She's been posted on A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV socials. So please do give her a shout out and watch her show, and give her a warm introduction to the network as guest and viewers, as well as us hosts. And so a bit of a hair flick there. So look, I was going to go into a caller today, and I felt a bit courageous, as we all know, for those who listen in every week or every so often, I'm learning more confidence and courage to present to you as my uninhibited and natural self, which, takes a lot of time and courage as we age and become wiser and more comfortable with the skin we're in. So today, I don't know if I've spoken much about it because I never watch podcasts. Not even my own, although I did watch the drug addiction series, which I was kind of blown away. I was really proud of myself. But today I wanted to talk about a couple of things. One of them is that I have won an award. So I have won a performance-based award, and I was recognised by an international organisation that did Australasian awards, and I was nominated because I'd been noticed for having consistently outstanding customer service and being a leader in our industry. And then I went through a rigorous process in the background where a panel of judges actually really scrutinised each nominated or shortlisted applicant. And this is something I never nominated for. I had no idea. I actually discovered I'd been nominated by searching through my junk mail thinking, is this a scam? So as it turns out, I am Australia's most compassionate spiritualist and tarot reader. And that really means a lot to me because I guess no matter what struggle I've had in life, I'm being recognised for putting kindness and sincerity back in the world. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot toot. It's really nice to be acknowledged for being a kind and compassionate person, and Australia's most kind and compassionate spiritualist and tarot reader. So that actually gave me heaps of confidence, heaps of courage. I don't feel like I have imposter syndrome. I don't really do what I do for an ego base either, but there are challenges as showing up publicly for doing what you do, even when you started later in life in the industry. And it's really a nice space to finally get some confidence in myself. I present as a really extroverted and confident person, but inside is, a child that used to be quite awkward, shy, introverted, and did I say awkward? So I've changed as I've evolved as I've grown and become an extrovert instead. And part of winning the award has given me the confidence to I've wanted to teach tarot for a couple of years now, but I have people that are starting to pay for courses that haven't even been developed. So I wanted to share with you some tips and tricks on tarot reading because I'll be offering some tarot courses. Obviously, in this short amount of time, I don't know how much I'll be able to get through. but I'm doing some tarot courses. So if anyone is interested in learning tarot from Australia's most, I'm going to do that thing, from Australia's most compassionate spiritualist and tarot reader, please check out my socials or go to my website, and the links to everything will be there. That's soulfullyguided.com. And I'll be teaching classes from beginner, intermediate, and advanced. They're currently $300 Australian, and each course goes for 8 weeks with a duration of 2-hour classes. You'll have a little mini exam in order to receive your certificate, and a lot of it is working on intuition. And my ideal of these courses are to basically set a platform for you, a really strong foundation to teach you how I do things. Not so you can go and follow the way I do things, but so you can go and develop your own strategy and find your own voice like we do. And next week I'll be talking about spiritual awakening and opening your third eye, and the pitfalls and the challenges and the beauty of it. So I always recommend, in whatever journey you have, if you have someone like a backbone, or it's someone who's been there and done that. So because times are going to get crazy. Times are, you're going to become a new version of yourself, and that's not an easy thing to do. It comes with many challenges, sacrifices, and tears before rainbows start showing. So my courses will basically, the beginner course is going to teach you, going to familiarize yourself with tarot. I believe traditional meanings are important, but the focus will be on your interpretation and intuition. That platform that we talk about, having that traditional backbone and backup, but intuition is the key. You are the magic of these courses. So the first beginner course will familiarize yourself with tarot. The intermediate will get you comfortable to read tarot for yourself, and the advanced will get you comfortable and confident to read tarot for others. I wouldn't recommend to go straight into professional reading. At Soulfully Guided, we are hugely honesty-based and have high standards. So I'm not going to give you empty promises and say, hey, you're going to be a professional tarot reader and can start charging overnight. There is some effort and commitment and persistence involved in professionally reading, and I will then also look into courses to be able to promote professional reading. In a breakdown, and if I've got time, I want to pull one card for all of us just to see what from the Let Go deck. So I want to make time for that, if our producer, who always lets us know how long we've got, so who does a great job and has a great radio voice, by the way. But I'm going to pull a card for everyone. If you can see that, it's from the Let Go Tarot deck, Oracle deck. But when we go into tarot, I'll be teaching the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, and I like to acknowledge Pamela. It's an honor to acknowledge the artistry of the tarot deck, and she's often forgotten in the name and the process of the tarot deck. So there's 78 cards. There's major arcana cards and there's minor arcana cards. So this is a basic breakdown. I look at the major arcana as real life evolving, life-changing breakthrough moments. These are things that are really part of our lives, our big learning lessons. Look, I think they can be avoided if you're not ready to face them. But the lesson of that card in the major arcana will continue to show in your life throughout stages of your life until you are ready to face, tackle, and move on from that challenge or that learning experience. So they're the big aspects of our lives that really they play a huge impact of our life, and ultimately we can put them off, that lesson, but we can't avoid them in this lifetime. The minor arcana cards are our boring, mundane, everyday sort of life things, makes up all the exciting moments. So it's not that boring, but they're things that, not a huge impact on your life, but a nice reflection and recommendation. You can, when we're looking at the minor arcana, you can take different turns or take different angles. They're not so significant as the major arcana. However, they are part of our everyday lives and have great purpose for really good every day, and you know, the smaller aspect of a larger part of or area of our life. So they do intertwine, and I do see a cross analysis between them. I call my tarot readings cross analysis and card analysis because of the way I read. I like to look at them analytically, and my courses will promote you to read cards, you know, to develop your own technique, which will work best for you. So, you know, I will always recommend understanding the traditional meanings of the cards, but I don't want you to go and read, you know, memorize 100 or 200 page books. I'll give you the essence of the meanings, and there's like, after providing the traditional meanings, I then give you a platform to create your own meanings, whether it's one sentence or a couple of words to describe a card. And you also get the opportunity to learn things from a more basic perspective, because what we want, the traditional meanings of the cards are great, and they fulfill a purpose that when we're reading, if we get stuck, and you know, we feel our intuition's not working, it's a great kickstart. And I feel that intuition is the most detrimental part of tarot reading. So you can look at things like numerology. I'm holding the Three of Cups up. You can do things like numerology, colors, the pictures, how the cards face each other, and there's so much intricate details. And you know, it's really important that you work with what works best for you. You know, tarot is a really beautiful skill to have, whether you want to read professionally or for yourself. Excuse me. I would love to have you as a student and explore your tarot journey with you and kickstart that. If you are interested in learning more about the tarot, which I didn't get too deep into explaining because there's just so much, it's incredible. But yeah, head over to my Facebook page or my website and inquire. And we've only got just a little bit of time, so we're going to pull one card for everyone. What is your strongest message about what we have to let go of? You will climb that mountain, and then the next, which will bring great joy. So you will climb that mountain, and then the next, which will bring great joy. What a beautiful card. So keep climbing those mountains, everyone. Don't give up on yourself and your dreams. Thank you. Tune in next week for another week of Soulfully Guided.